Good morning and welcome to my channel. Today I would like to show you 3 plants that are in bloom, and the reason I'm showing them to you together in the same video is because they belong to the same genus. All 3 of them belong to the genus Euphorbia. This is Euphorbia globosa, and that's its flower. This is its flower, and the flower is also here. This is Euphorbia flannagani. Okay, and this is Euphorbia millii. And it's so interesting that these plants that look so different from each other, like there can't be really plants that are more different than these 3, belong to the same genus. And the flowers are quite different as well. The flowers are quite different as well. Euphorbias are very often succulents. Not all plants that belong to the family, to the genus Euphorbia, are succulents. There are plenty of them in temperate climates that look just like an ordinary plant. However, in Africa, they developed to be succulents, and they didn't develop from one common ancestor. This succulentism in Euphorbias developed independently in different parts of Africa, and that's why they look so different. Okay, this one looks a little bit, I'm sorry to say, like cat's poop. This one is very interesting. It has a very thick stem, just like trunk, from which grow branches. They are not leaves, they are just stems that grow like branches from a tree. And here are some last year's or the previous year's branches that dried up, and that's a completely natural process. They fall down, and the leaves are the leaves are sometimes at the very tip of these stems, but they are very insignificant. They are very tiny. And this one is just a long stem with few leaves at the tip, and the leaves were growing, like from almost all of these nodules there were leaves growing, but they are falling down as the plant grows taller. And at the very tip there are also flowers, and here at the bottom the plant is creating new shoots from the roots. Very interesting. So in time, in a few years, there will be more than one stem growing from this pot. And the person from whom I got a cutting has this Euphorbia, this variety of Euphorbia millii, very, very tall. So it will be potentially a very tall plant. So 3 plants from the family from the genus Euphorbia that look completely different, but their flowers are also different. And the interesting thing about the Euphorbia's flowers is that the colorful part here and the colorful part here are not petals. They are leaves that are transformed into an organ that is attracting the pollinators, because the flower of Euphorbias, the flowers of Euphorbias are just reduced to the reproductive organs, and they are very, very tiny. And then once, evolutionary speaking, the plant decided that it can afford something bigger, it used its leaves to act as an attracting, pollinator attracting organ, which is so interesting. So if you look at this plant, it has where it grows in its natural habitat, it has very little water. So it didn't develop any structures, any organs that would attract the pollinators other than maybe a drop of nectar. And here probably here where this plant grows there is a little bit more water, and here even more because the flowers are quite large. Okay, so these are my Euphorbias. I really like Euphorbias. It's not that I don't like other succulents or other plants. On the contrary, I like them all. However, Euphorbias are extremely interesting because they are so varied, they are so different from each other, and there is plenty of like the evolution in process can be observed looking at Euphorbias. Because cacti, they are all the same, basically. They look, well, they are spherical or cylindrical. They have huge flowers, and their strategy is very different from the strategy of Euphorbias, because these ones have flowers open for a very long time, and they, because they are so small, cacti have huge flowers that they can that keep them open only for a day or two. Okay, different strategies, but well, I can't say that they are more interesting than other plants. No, not at all. All plants are interesting, but Euphorbias are interesting too. And I hope you find them interesting as well. I hope you like them. I love them. Thank you very much for watching my video. Have a great rest of the day.